This is Classic FM.
Well, I'm delighted to say that the international concert pianist Barry Douglas of Northern Ireland has found time in his busy schedule to come and talk to us here at Classic FM. And Barry, it has indeed been a busy summer. Tell me first of all about the Clandy Boy Festival.
Well, this is a festival that's now in its 11th year, and at its heart is the activity of the orchestra, which is Camerata Ireland, but also a way of a kind of centre of excellence for new young musicians and trying to find a way to nurture their talent and to give them those opportunities when they're setting out in the first steps of their career. And actually the orchestra is, the concerts we've been doing this summer in France and in various other places have got maybe 20% of past Clandy Boy young musicians who have come through and straight into the orchestra. And so it's this kind of replenishing, this natural kind of cycle which happens all the time, which is very, very invigorating and exhilarating and very exciting for the young musicians.
And you find a lot of interest from young people in classical music?
Well, I wanted to address, we don't really have a conservatory like the Guildhall or Royal College of Music or Academy or the other ones in the rest of the UK. So we have some good schools and some good teachers, but we don't have a conservatory, we don't have a real good kind of performing arts academy. So I wanted to do something in the summer which brought fantastic guest artists from all around the world to work with these young people and to give them a glimpse of what it's like out there in the big bad world. And give them those opportunities not only to learn and be mentored in a sense, but also those career opportunities which are so vital in the early stages.
Yes, and for someone like you to inspire them whose career is well and truly made. In fact, you're about to perform in London with the London Symphony Orchestra. You've chosen Richard Strauss, is that right?
Yes, I'm going to play his beautiful and quirky burlesque.
I was going to say, it's not what one would consider an obvious choice. Why have you chosen it?
It's a piece I've played a lot, and in fact I made a record of it many, many years ago with Marek Janowski in Paris. I think it's a fabulous piece because it's a kind of quintessential Strauss, but and it's a piece he loved himself, and it exploits the piano in an incredible way, in a very unique way. It's not like the other big, bold, romantic pieces. It's something which really has a kind of that quirkiness from Don Juan or Spiegel, and I love that it's translated to the piano, and it's very romantic, very sweeping. It's comical as well, and it ends in a kind of little whimper from a timpani. So I think it's very entertaining.
I've often heard Strauss dismissed as being sort of lush, over-romantic, wears his heart on his sleeve, but I've never thought that's right.
Absolutely not, because I mean, if you examine his music, it's so well written and so transparent, and there's not one note out of place, no matter what the instrument. And you can have a vast, canvas of orchestral sound and a huge orchestra, but every instrument counts with Strauss, and this is the magic of this. There's no doubling up. It's almost an incredible Bach counterpoint, but on a huge scale, and I love that. But the Strauss burlesque is very light and very kind of neoclassical in feeling, but it's quintessential Strauss.
And what's it like working with an orchestra like the LSO?
Well, the LSO is at the top of its game. It's a master orchestra, and under Valery Gergiev, they've done some amazing things. And I love always when I go back to play with them. They're a great bunch of people. I've been playing with them for many, many years.
Okay, well that's coming up live. Your major recording project, when I say major, that's a bit of an understatement. You're recording all Brahms's solo piano works. I have the first 2 CDs here, which I really look forward to listening to. 6 more to come, is that right? This is an enormous project.
It is, and that's not the whole picture actually, because I'm starting the complete Schubert this year also.
Oh, are you?
So we've been recording the Brahms in Cambridge in the beautiful concert hall in West Road. And we're going to record all the Schubert in Cork, in the beautiful new Cork School of Music. And so these will be concurrent projects over the next, I guess, 10 years. So I'm very excited about that. And we're going to do the 2 Brahms concertos with the BBC Symphony Orchestra as well. So it's not going to be all solo, but the solo is the focus. And it's such an incredible array of music, of course, from both composers.
Yes, and yet maybe I'm not right in saying this, but when I think of both Brahms and Schubert, it's not their solo piano music I immediately think of. With Brahms, it's more the big pieces, the symphonies, the concertos, chamber music, obviously. And again, with Schubert, it's the chamber music, it's the symphonies, it's the songs. But the solo piano music, that's what you love and what you're concentrating on.
That's what I'm concentrating on, but there are some kind of byways where, for instance, I'm going to include the Schubert songs arranged by Liszt. We might do a little bit of chamber music. As I said, we're going to do the 2 concertos of Brahms. There will be little kind of byways from time to time, but the main thrust is the solo music, which I think is wonderful and underplayed. We know a few pieces that are famous with Brahms and Schubert for solo piano, but there's a lot of stuff there which is so beautiful.
And how long a project then, do you think?
I don't want to know. Don't ask me.
Great thing to get your teeth into. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Barry, thank you so much for taking the time and coming to talk to us. Good luck not only with the live concert with the LSO, but with this enormous recording project. Can't wait to hear the Schubert. Love him. Thank you.
Thanks, John.